What's going on YouTube? This is Filmy and welcome to Doki Doki Literary Club. This is supposed to be a horror game, okay? It doesn't look like a horror game, but supposedly it's a horror game, so we're gonna see. No, I don't want a detailed content warning. I agree. This is supposed to be a horror game, okay? Just hear me out, right? Okay. I'm gonna blur that out. That was my full name. Alright. Alright, let's see what this horror game is talking about. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Another kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but kind of just works out because you know each other for so long. I feel like I heard that before. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would, cameras in the way, blank more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha, ha, ha. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, that's me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you said like you were thinking about ignoring me. I would've. Me. But that's me, Noah. Well, if people stop and stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want you to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. They did wait for me after all, so I guess you don't have to have the ignorance to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, right? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily course. By the way, Noah, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content getting by on the average. Hold up. On the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I don't know what on the average means. I was talking about how I'm worried that she won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? What's Illuminati say? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise to try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I haven't let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if it does exaggerate everything inside her head. I'm not understanding. What do I look? I want to see what I look like, bro. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. As I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Wait, let me focus on this beat right quick. Clubs? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club, but I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literary club. That's why I don't need to be in there. It's the literature. The literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. False promises. I mean, not false promises, but don't sign up for me. You falsely promised to them. I'm not. If I have a choice, do I get a choice? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. See, this is really me. We're on the same. We're here. This is really me. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Do I have to read the whole game? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. Hey, I glance around the room. I'm a new member. Welcome to the literary club. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, no, what a nice surprise. This is a horror game, right? This is supposed to be a horror game. Hold on. I'm getting off track. I want to know her name, the one that's talking right now. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of... What are you looking at? You want to say something, say it. Sorry. Bro, what did I... Alright, come on, man. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ears and turns back around to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. She knows me. It's great to see you again. No, yeah, it's good. In there. I'm in there. We do know each other well. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generously feels a little... It didn't say. You too, Monica. Come sit down. No, we made room at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table, as Sayori mentioned. It's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa, excitement noises. Natsuki lifts the folded tray to reveal a dozen fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Can I see them? So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori says with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought she technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. I'm not really worried about hers. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake. This is a lot of talking. I'm gonna take a sip of water. When do I get to play the game? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission after all. Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. What is that word? Ehehe. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How did you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader for the debate club last year? Well, what is this pose that she keeps? What is this pose? To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for, events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri nods head in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. I agree. I don't like reading or writing. So no, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? That's more like a comic. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Holy. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Well, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything. Sayori sittles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You will be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable. Huh? Okay. And enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we all have a new member. Plus that. This is gonna be a tough gameplay. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable and with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Isn't that right, Noah? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Why are they all looking now? All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Noah, you all I'm defenseless against. Come on, bro. This is not me. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing a poem is the price I need. This character's weird. I'm gonna change the name if I can. I'm changing the name. He's not me. I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember, tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. No, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, no, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll find the chance to grow closer to one of them. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So I finally get to... Bro, how long has it been? 22 minutes of straight reading. So after I write this poem, I'm cutting this. Okay. So just pick a word. Passion. Nah. Let's go with adventure. Whisper. Nature. Melody. Heart. This is about to be a good poem. Sensation. Wait, does every word I pick cause a reaction? Let's see. If I click love, what happens? She's happy. Okay, what if I click peaceful? I don't get it. Okay. Let's go with breathe. Yeah, okay. Wait, but where's Monica? That's why I want to jump. Intellectual. Is that how it works when I write the poem? Whoever I make jump more, will gain more of an attraction? Portrait. Alright, so if Monica's not on here, I'm going for, what's her name, Yuri? I think her name was Yuri. Okay. Ocean. Daydream. Dream. Variants. Oh yeah, which says she likes absorbed in the books. That's what she said. Raindrops. That's her, right? See? Pay attention. What does Doki Doki mean? I gotta look that up. Fantasy. That's her first one. And then say uncontrollable. Alright, what's this poem that I wrote? What up? Alright, that's gonna do for this one. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one, which will be very soon. I like this game. If there's a little less reading, I'm gonna say that today was just like a tutorial level. And there won't be so much reading in the next ones, I hope. But if there is, we're thugging it out. So I appreciate you made it this far, and I'll catch you in the next one.